Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I just want to do a pick a pile before I get started with the January readings, okay? So I've got pile 1, 2, 3 here. Think about it for a minute and then pick your pile, okay? So I'm going to start off with 1. 25 seconds. Okay, so far for pile 1, it's kind of a weird energy because I'm getting Dark Night of the Soul and shadow work, and the answer is no. So I feel like there's kind of a lot of negative energy, but then I also pulled the Joy card, the Sweetness card, 555, which is significant change, a wake-up call, okay? Wishing and confidence. So this is very clear to me, okay? With you guys, I feel like there's a decision right now, okay? And there's a door that you guys are contemplating walking through, right? I feel like times have been very dark for you. I feel like you've gone on this very isolated journey by yourself. You've been really trying to figure things out. You might have been kind of secluding yourself a lot to get answers, kind of going within, okay? And you're trying to make a decision, all right? I have a heavy Virgo energy here too, if there's a Virgo in the house. But I also have 8 of Swords and 9 of Swords. So I feel like you guys are slowly moving out of this mentally entrapped place. You have a lot of anxiety because I feel like you guys have to make a decision. If you've been seeing 555 and then you pick this deck, so that's definitely a synchronicity, okay? But I feel like there's a 19 here too for wishing. There's a wishing to get out of this space that you've been in, okay? And I feel like what it's going to require is confidence. I feel like you guys are going to have to really boost yourself up and convince yourself that you're capable of doing it. And I feel like for some of you that's been really hard because this is like a heavy pile, okay? So I feel like it's been a dark night of the soul. You've really, like I said, had to go within. You've had to carry a lot of emotional like upheaval and things from the past, okay? But I do see with the Knight of Pentacles that you guys are slowly working on something, and with that 7 of Pentacles that you're eventually going to just invest all your energy in this new beginning, okay? So I feel like shadow work is really important for you guys, but don't get too caught up in this shadow work. I feel like, you know, you've done the shadow work. We're moving into 2020. You've had your wake-up call. You've kind of marinated in this, but it's time to like get out of this contemplative space and make a decision, okay? If you guys resonate with hummingbirds, then you definitely picked the right deck because I pulled this. I do feel like there's sweetness and there's joy on the other side, okay? I feel like whatever's been weighing you down, you're going to come out of it. And with this joy, it says, spread seeds of joy like a wildflower, and no doubt you will revel in the result. So I feel like in order to experience joy, you also have to like spread joy and like expand your positivity to other people as well, okay? And like I said, I see a strong Virgo energy here with the Knight of Pentacles and the Hermit. But I do see you guys transitioning out of this period, okay? And getting out of this anxiety. And really focus on your dreams and your wishes, okay? And the things you desire, not the things that you don't desire. But some of you might be dealing with a Capricorn or a Taurus or a Virgo, okay? That's the message I'm getting for this first pile. So I do feel like things have been very hard for you. The answer is no. I feel like the answer is no. Is like no more like brooding on this dark period. You've had your moment. You had your tower moment. You had the heaviness. It's time to really get some peace here, okay? And if you haven't been in this hermit mode, I feel like now's the time to like go get some quiet time maybe in nature and really try to like do anything you can, journal, meditate, whatever you can to get answers, all right? Because I feel like you guys are like transitioning with that door out of this period, all right? So that's the message I have for the pile number 1. Kind of heavy, but like seeing the joy and the hummingbird shows me that you guys are traveling away from this heavy period, okay? The hummingbird is very resilient and they travel very long distances and they plant their seeds. So that's what I was saying about the joy. Wow. Okay. This is pile number 2. Almost kind of like a similar message, but a little bit different. Some of you in this pile could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I have the Queen of Swords. It also could be someone who's been through a lot and they have kind of like a hardened heart. But I do see them ready to start a new beginning. I got the 9 of Swords here too. And I also got a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy here with the Knight of Cups. So this is a very interesting message. I feel like this is a little more romantic. Actually, I got a Knight of Pentacles as well here. I feel like there's also some decision that needs to be made. But with this one, I feel like there's a relationship that has been very heavy. I've got received, okay? So someone could have received a message or received something. I see forgiveness and grief, all right? So I feel like something really could have significant happened with someone. It could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, specifically Pisces, or it could, and you could be the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but it doesn't have to be. Those are just the energies that also, like I said, that Queen of Swords could just be someone that's been hurt really bad. And actually I got the Earth Tom here, which is the Knight of Pentacles. So there's also a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy here. But what I see with this is that someone caused you grief and it's time for forgiveness, okay? And I feel like once you forgive and you receive the blessing of forgiveness, you are going to like shoot like a rocket and like take off into a different direction with 2020. I see a lot of success here, okay? I also see a lot of excitement and happiness and joy that you guys are going to be receiving. Also, I feel like this orange and the sun, this could be like a Leo type energy, like the sun. I also feel like you guys are like that pearl in the oyster, that everything that happened kind of molded you to become this version of yourself that is going to be very successful, okay? I feel like you've been at a stalemate. You've been kind of like depressed maybe about somebody that you feel like rejected you and hurt you and you caused you a lot of grief. But I feel like with the Knight of Cups, it was a very romantic situation. And I do feel like it was reciprocal, okay? I feel like the Knight of Cups to me is more of a masculine energy. If you're a feminine watching this, I do feel like there was like a reciprocal romantic energy, but I feel like both people involved were just not ready for this kind of dynamic, okay? I see with the Page of Wands, you guys are ready to start again. You guys are ready to explore. I do feel like this has been a very hard period for you, like the first deck with the anxiety and the worrying and the up at night. And it turned you kind of cold, like I said, with the Queen of Swords. But I do feel like you guys are going to come out of this with this success, okay? And then the card I got here is flow. Go with the flow as water trickles down a stream. As water trickles down a stream, do not hurry. So I feel like this is like, be more like with the flow, okay? Just let things kind of ride. I know you guys have been grieving, but if you haven't received a message, I feel like you are going to receive a message, okay? There's something hidden that you don't know, but I feel like in order for that to happen, you guys first need to have forgiveness, and then I feel like someone actually might then come say they're sorry. I also feel like the grief is on both sides of this scenario, okay? Like I said, with the Knight of Cups too. I feel like both parties in this were very anxious and very hurt by this situation, all right? So that's the message I have for pile number 2. And last but not least, I'm going to do pile number 3. Wow, I see heartbreak for you guys as well. All of these piles, and grief in a different form. The other one had the grief card. This one has the 5 of Cups and the 3 of Swords. And this is a lot about forgiveness and new beginnings as well, okay? I see a King of Swords here. I saw a Queen of Swords. In the first one, I got a transformation, understanding, strength. Could be a Leo in your scenario. 999, the end of a cycle. Wow. 888, new opportunities and abundance are coming your way. Service, free will. The answer is yes, and union. Wow. You guys, this is very significant, okay? So if you pick pile number 3, I feel like there is going to be a union of some sort, all right? There's going to be a reunion. And I feel like in order to get that reunion, first, you need to find this balance, this temperance, okay? So I feel like you guys are working on it. Also, this judgment is a turnaround point. This also can be an apology for this heartache here, okay? That you could have been dealing with a Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo that came in and out of your life. I see a Knight of Wands here, and like I said, I got the Strength card, so that could be a Leo as well. But I feel like this situation made you very strong, and even though this is a masculine energy, if I'm talking to a feminine, I feel like this made you very rational. This made you harness your rational abilities, and you're kind of like a little bit detached now with this King of Swords, but this also could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius that was very harsh with you and cold and detached and didn't share their feelings, all right? But I do see that there's passion here, and that Knight of Wands and this Ace of Wands, and I feel like there's going to be a new beginning. Like I said, with the 3 of Swords and the 5 of Cups, I do feel like there was a lot of grief and someone was hurt. I see free will and service, okay? I feel like something that would help you guys is to maybe try helping other people at this point and put your energy into other things to get your mind off of what's gone on, okay? Or you could be someone that's in the service industry with this. Or you could be like, this is like an apron, like working at home, like as a stay-at-home mom, or doing some sort of like cooking or something like that, like very home type stuff. It's up to you what you want to do, okay, with this free will. So no one else can dictate that. But I do feel with the temperance, there's also a Sag kind of energy here as well. I feel like you're going to finally understand why everything happened the way it did with this understanding card, and things are going to become clear. I really like this. The answer is yes. The first pile I got, the answer is no. And like I said, with the union. So I feel like that's really significant as well. And at the bottom here, I got transformed. So this with the 999, I feel like you guys are going to finally turn the corner and go to the other side of this struggle that you've been in. And that confirmation here is with the Judgment card. So I feel like this is a very significant message. I feel like there's going to be a really big turnaround in this dynamic, all right? So even though this person has been cold in the past and detached, I feel like they're going to eventually let their guard down and they're going to come back around, and there's going to be a union and there's going to be an apology for the heartbreak. This could have been a third-party situation, all right? But I do feel like eventually this is going to resolve itself, and this could be at the beginning of the new year. I feel like 999 is kind of like wrapping things up in 2019. And like I said, you could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sagittarius, or maybe even a Scorpio with that Judgment card. But I do feel like there's a lot of passion and reciprocal desire in this situation. But I also feel like it's going to be a spark of a new beginning, either with this person or with someone that you haven't met. But it's a union, as in it's a union of like a soulmate that you've either known in this life or in another life, okay? So you're not going to be this cat that's on the shore here that's like in grief forever, if that's the way you've been feeling, all right? So just do what you can to find your balance. Know that at the heart of this person, I do feel like they feel sorry for, you know, playing with you with this fire time. I feel like they were just immature and they didn't know any better, all right? But they also, I feel like, have had their judgment day and they've had to learn things, and that they do feel sorry, all right? So guys, that's the message I have for the third one. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys for my January readings pretty soon.